Hi everyone. Today I'm going to go through our flexibility test that you guys are going to use to basically send me updates of your flex progress. I have divided the flexibility photos into two stages. So there's stage 1 and the stage 2. Everyone will do stage 1 at least once, and only some of you will do stage 2. So stage 1 is just a little bit simpler. Easier, simpler movements in stage 1, more complex movements in stage 2. Stage 1, we're going to do shoulder flexion, shoulder extension, our pike, our hands behind back test, and our reverse prayer. And then in stage 2, we're going to do our front split, obviously on both sides, our middle split, our pancake, straddle, and our bridge. So for all of these, please make sure you warm up beforehand. Ideally, you're going to do it like after a workout, which is for most of you like where I put in the flexibility photos, or after a class if you're doing classes with us online. So let's go through stage 1 first. If you have someone to help you, obviously you can just set this up and then get them to take photos. If you're doing it by yourself, I would recommend just setting up like a video like this, just copy exactly what I'm doing, and then take screenshots. Please take screenshots and don't send me the original raw footage. So take a video and then take a screenshot of where you think like your best point was. So for our shoulder flexion, we're going to use a wall. Well, I'm going to go up to my wall. I'm going to do a little bit of like a wall sit, and I'm going to try and flatten my back to the wall as much as possible. From here, both arms are going to go up, and I'm going to try and touch the wall. Make sure your clothing doesn't get in the way. I'm going to reach up and try and touch the wall with my back flat. I want to try to not lift anything up to touch the wall, so my back is going to stay flat the whole time, and both my arms are going to circle up, try and touch. If you have an injured side that we're tracking, I would probably more so get that side closer to the camera. You could be really pedantic and do both, but if you're side on enough to the camera, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Ideally, just have your camera as close to the wall as possible. For your shoulder extension, we're going to do a similar thing, but we're going to attach our hands to the wall. I'm going to try and keep my hands touching the wall as much as possible. My hands are going to be just wider than my hips. And then I'm going to basically walk away from the wall as far as I can, just take little tiny steps. And I'm going to see how far I can bring my chest away from the wall while still having my hands touch. Okay. The next few, you don't need to have a wall, but you will want to be facing away from the camera. So for the next two, your reverse prayer, we're going to basically try and do this behind our back. So to do this, we're going to find our fingertips and then try not to get my shirt caught. I'm going to flip it up and I'm going to get my hands together. So this will just be a very simple one. We're either going to get to this position or we're not, and we're going to see how close we can get to it. You can also track like what these positions feel like as well. The next one is our hands behind back. This is going to be two-sided as well. So one hand is going to go up behind your back as far as you can, and the other hand is going to go up and over, and you're going to try and touch your fingers together, and we're going to see how much they overlap. If there is a space, so if you do maybe one side doesn't reach up very high, and then the other side doesn't reach down very low, there's a big gap, then that's something we're obviously going to try and address. The last one for stage 1 is a pike. So for this one, I'm going to take off my shoes. Socks is fine, but no shoes. And I'm just going to move the camera so we can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Okay, I've moved you all the way onto the floor for this one. I'm going to stand with my feet hip width apart. So hip width is going to be hip bones, feet under the hip bones. You're going to be side on, and all we're going to do is keep our legs straight, and we're going to forward fold over as much as we can. Don't worry about trying to forcibly keep your back flat. Just let your back do whatever it wants to do. The goal is to try and reach down as far as possible with your knees straight. From here, we're either going to see how far away we are from the floor or what we can get to touch. So maybe that's fingertips, maybe knuckles, maybe just the fingers, maybe the palms. We're going to see how far we get to the floor. Once we get palms to the floor, I generally stop measuring this one. So that's why also it's in stage 1. Okay, so that is all of the stage 1 flexibility measurements. Now let's just very quickly go through stage 2. The good news with this one, camera setup is very easy. You set the camera up nice and low to the floor. Try and have it as level to the ground as possible and not tilted. And then you can just put it on video, screenshot, and go through and screenshot all of your movements. For your front split, I would still use blocks. Just grab your blocks, slide out on either side, and wherever you get up to, whatever your lowest point is, just take the photo there. Just remembering with your front split, you will have to do each side, and do try and keep your hips as square as possible. You are taking a photo, so I will know it's not square. So think square hips, get down wherever you can get to. For your middle split, you're going to hands to the ground, feet slide out. Again, just stopping wherever they get to. This camera angle is fine. For your straddle, we're not too worried about measuring like this way for the straddle because we already took the middle split photo. But for your straddle, go side on to your camera, and we're going to just first sit up nice and tall and then try and tip forward as far as you can without your back rounding. So when we did the pike in stage 1, I told you to not worry about your back, just go as far forward as you can. For this one, we are going to worry about our back, and we're going to keep our back really flat and go forward. So instead of coming down head first, we're going to try and go forward with our chest leading. And then after that, you can do your bridge photo, which I'm not going to do. I'll just insert an old one of mine later. But make sure with your bridge, when you get into the setup position, you're still in camera view. I don't mind if your bridge photo is on your toes or on your flat feet, but definitely try and do your best bridge that you can possibly do. And that is it for our flexibility test. So obviously this is not an extensive range of testing. There's many other flexibility tests that you can do. And depending on who you are, I might give you different ones to do. Just depends on your goals and on what kind of condition you come to me. So take these ones. If I've told you to do any extras, take those as well. And then send them to me as photos, preferably on WhatsApp. All right, thanks guys.